Mythologically, I've mentioned this before. Don't deprive your players of good death scenes, whether it's the dramatic moment or whether it's the after effect. Like, you can do the after effect. You only see. Yeah, everybody at the table is going to hear what you're describing, but if you make it cool, like, after the dust is settled and everybody realize Kenny's dead, okay, then you look at the person that Kenny's like, really, Kenny died for real, right? And like, yeah, your Kenny's dead, but let me tell you what Kenny sees. And then you describe their experience of dying and this cool afterlife thing that happens. That's cool. Everybody's going to be like, cool. The Valkyries came for Kenny? Oh, man. Right? And you get into the description and you get into it. Right? Show pictures if you got it. Whatever. There's some cool art. But make it cool. Other things you can do. If your players have been bopping around for a while with their player characters in the fantasy world, they should have developed some kind of reputations, right? Maybe they just got started, but however Kenny died was so heroic and helpful to, let's say, the local village, that they decide they're going to make a statue of Kenny, and they're going to write ballads at Kenny's. And the original poems and ballad, songs and stuff were little shorty things. But, flash forward 100 years later, Kenny's been turned into this huge mythological thing, right? And there's so many legends, Maybe Kenny's like Elvis, right? Right? Is he really dead? There's been another sighting, right? Right? So people don't believe, because Kenny was so well known. They don't believe Kenny died. That's Kenny just, he couldn't take it, the fame anymore, and he really went off and retired. But that's why we still see Kenny every now and then, because Kenny is still adventuring. Like, that's what everyone wants to believe, right? So, like, you could have Kenny the Bard who died, right? But nobody's accepting that. And so Kenny has become Elvis in your gameplay. And there's all these stories, like every time the players go anywhere, there's somebody in a tavern. Every time they go in the tavern, I heard somebody saw Kenny. Where? Greenbrier. How? No, that couldn't have been Kenny. No, it was Kenny. Right? And it means the character lives on, at least in the kingdom's lore, all right? Which is cool. You could have a situation where it spawns a whole part of a religion. There's little shrines all over, and everybody's got a relic of Kenny, right? Saint Kenny, right? And the thing is, if you know anything about religion, the person didn't have to be like super pious. They just had to do something important enough, like slaying a dragon, St. George, or healing people. Maybe they're a great medical healer. Somehow they get rolled into people's mythology. All right. So that's a way of dealing with it. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think.